Okay, welcome back to the desert of the real. Okay, so here we have a what I would consider to be a pretty good archetype vid capture of one subset, I suppose, of these anomalous operators. I really don't want to put forth any kind of proposition that I think people need to assign identity to these things under their own, pretense or whatever. But let's just leave that aside for a minute. In Gray Owl world, this is a very good example, archetype illustration of your classic black and white. What I call them is they usually are this sort of what. And look, when you look at this, it could also be sort of maybe like we could be talking vibrations here, vibration frequency or something. I am describing it based on, what I have sort of assigned through my observations up to now. I'm looking at it as like a gaseous, liquid gaseous, but neither and both. Vis-a-vis plasma form, like an isolated, pod or whatever, collection or unit of plasma, it would seem. Now, you're typically going to see at some point, a couple of white orbs, eyes, features appear on one of these cats. And hence the black and white, because the white will surface. And it usually, I'm not saying it's their eyes, but it will, it typically will manifest giving the illusion of, what our minds would put forth as, oh, that's that fucking son of a bitch's eyes. You know what I mean? So, but I just want to get one thing that I'll just maybe do on this video. I got some still images where I think it's worthy of note. I've said this before about this. It's this highly interpretive nature of these cats. So it's one thing to kind of try and isolate what they are, and when I boil it down to the base common denominator or whatever, I mean that's why I sort of come back to this cloud. They're like a cloud of amorphous cloud, dark roiling cloud, okay? And then they take like these highly suggestive forms, and then our brains kind of do the rest. We fill in the dogman, the werewolf, or the Sasquatch, or the fucking frogman, or the fucking whatever, moth fucking son of a bitch, bee sting, cocksucking, whatever fucking you name your creature. That's why you always think there's all these new fucking creatures that appear, or that, come out of whatever. And then, and look, I'm not saying this is the answer. I'm just saying this is what it seems, that there's definitely you can call this whatever you want, thought projection, whatever, but the thing to remember here is that two people, you know, myself and somebody else, could be watching the same video and seeing two completely different things. That's our minds overlaying a perceptual filter onto this. Okay, so that's what, you know, we're more or less trying to avoid when we are, or that I am trying to avoid when analyzing this and that. That is one of the capabilities that allows one to gaze into these deeper, separate, the same, whatever underlying layers of additional data to the fabric of our reality. You can see things in a different way. Now, during these anomalous events, the other thing I'll point out, and I'm gonna say this, and then you can do it. We will. That I encourage the observer to look at the surrounding environment. Okay, because and I'll maybe I'll get in on this in more detail in another video, but it is, comparatively speaking, I mean, it is provide each square inch of that surrounding environment is providing an equal amount of like craziness that the entity, the black and white is, and you see fucking faces like crazy. You know how I would best describe it in my own mind. Take this what's worth is the environment goes all fucking Sleepy Hollow. You know, like when they're gonna come back home, they go into the forest, and then it just looks like the forest like has an emotion all to itself. Like it looks like the trees all are acting in like a symphony of emotion. Like either they're pissed off about something or whatever, or they're not, or they're, you know, they're dancing their own fucking Irish jigs all on their own. So that's something I'll look at. Okay, so